hands align. In red and white they always shine. With every pass it feels divine. Arsenal's on my mind. From hybrid days to Emirates grand, each match a symphony perfectly planned. With every goal we take our stand. Arsenal's on my mind.
Welcome back to the Arsenal on My Mind podcast. It is Spike here and Mr. Seki J. Yeah, well, crazy week.
Crazy week.
Good week that ended a little bit of a sour note.
Yeah, disappointing.
But I mean, there's nowhere else to start other than the game that was played earlier today.
Mm-hmm.
That match, interesting match to me. Interesting match. A real chess match for the first 70 minutes or so.
Yeah, let me ask you. So, are you happy with the
loss?
No, not the loss.
Performance?
The performance.
You know what? Yes and no. So I know everyone's going to say this, and I'm sure the rhetoric is already out there. You know, listen, we played Liverpool without our best player in Saka, right?
Mm-hmm.
Without our captain Ødegaard, and no matter what you want to say about his form, right? He didn't start the game, and he thought it was 100%, obviously. Without Saliba, technically, even though we didn't feel it as much, you know. And technically speaking, without I mean, Havertz probably would have played this game. I'm just saying, like, it wasn't a full strength Arsenal, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not making excuses. They beat us fair and square, right? But the level of control we had in that game, I never once felt afraid. True. That's the thing. And I know people have to say about Mikel and all kinds of stuff, but like that is a level that Mikel has brought Arsenal to. Like, there's no longer any fear. I mean, we'll get to that, but the fact that we recruited so well also meant that going in, I wasn't like, oh my God, there's no Mustafi, there's no, who's going to come off the bench, Like the bench was strong.
Mustafi.
I'm just giving you an example. What happened when one of our main players aren't there,
Mm-hmm.
Like ultimately speaking, Liverpool did not look like Liverpool playing us, like of old.
No.
Like they didn't make many chances.
No.
Shut down Salah. Calafiori shut him down. Midfield, I want to say arguably, Rice and Zuzu dominated our midfield until they brought on Jones, who's a bit more of a nimble midfielder.
Yeah, there's something about that guy. Anyway.
He's just a faster moving midfielder, he doesn't stay still, And then, obviously up front, Virgil handled Gyökeres for the most part. But even at that, like, we didn't attack enough, but they didn't cause us any trouble. I mean, the free kick, come on, it's a free kick, man.
I mean,
that doesn't mean anything.
You can't do much about that.
Yeah, it's a great free kick. So I wouldn't reduce it in that way. But am I satisfied with the performance? Based on the team that Mikel put out, which I wasn't a fan of anyway, right? Mm-hmm. I'm satisfied with the performance. We were not beaten up. We played, it was, if you compare it to like the Man U game, come on, that's night and day performance. We played well. We just didn't have any creativity in the team, and that was my biggest thing. No creativity in the team.
Yeah, I think for me, a draw would have been a fair result.
Absolutely.
Would have been a good compensation for our performance. Mm-hmm. You can't do much about the free kick. But I think we were too conservative. We did not take the game to Liverpool. We just went there
to play,
to try and control the game.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And see if we can
steal something.
But we didn't even have the weapons. As you stated, even with the corners, our corners looked so ordinary today because we didn't have any in-swinger.
Yeah, because they were all coming out. They were all on the other side.
Correct.
On Rice's weak side, if you will.
But you can also say maybe that was Liverpool's strategy.
No, corners go randomly where the ball goes out.
They can claim that. But I still think I don't know. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with the result. Obviously,
what I think you're feeling.
I'm not happy that we controlled the game so much, but did not have a lot of chances.
Okay, so I think I know what you're feeling. You're not disappointed that we didn't win the game.
I'm frustrated.
You're disappointed that had we just tried, we would have won the game.
Yes.
Right? Is that like Liverpool? Liverpool was there.
This is the first time in a while, in at least 5-6 seasons, that I'm seeing Liverpool vulnerable.
Look ordinary.
They were vulnerable. They looked vulnerable. They look like if we actually had our attacking going, we could have beaten them comfortably.
Yes, because I'll say this, right? and we'll get to like ratings and like that, but and how the game shook out with ratings. But the bottom line is that nothing wrong with it. Okay, we're missing Saka, but like we said last week and this week, Madueke is an very able replacement of Saka when backup, whatever, right? But the issue was in that midfield, right? Mm-hmm. You chose to play 3 holding midfield for the most part, right? And I get why, right? Liverpool's strengths from last year, interesting, not this year so far, has been in their midfield. With Gravenberch and McAllister, they've been really good in the midfield. So Mikel is going in thinking, I want to stop that. And for the most part, he did, right? The Marino, Rice, Zuzu, right? It stopped the midfield. They didn't do much on midfield. The problem was we then did not create anything as a result. Because Marino is not a 10, right?
He's not a 10.
I mean, he's a makeshift striker, but he's not a 10.
I would have played, in that game, I would have played Eze.
Or even Nwaneri.
Or Nwaneri.
Someone that has a bit more intent to go forward.
Yes. I would have played Eze or Nwaneri. I would have played Martinelli.
Martinelli's not well, I think.
I'll bring him off the bench. As far as I'm concerned now, Martinelli is not good enough to start for Arsenal.
I agree 100%.
He's not
but here's the thing.
Starter.
But I think I understand his logic. I know why, perhaps.
Yeah, because he tracks back.
Not even just that. He always plays well against Liverpool, right? Yeah. So, but not today, right? And he tracks back, and that's fine. But I mean, he tracks back.
He plays well against Liverpool because our style of playing and our strategy then was different.
Very attacking.
Then when we come out swinging.
Yep, I agree.
And Martinelli will score those early goals.
Or the very late goals.
But of course, Liverpool will eventually catch up. Catch on that strategy.
Yeah,
and come up with a plan. Slot is looking like, I'm sorry to say, but Slot is looking like he's a class above Mikel.
I don't know about that. I don't think he outcoached Mikel.
You can't say that.
How did he outcoach Mikel?
He won the league in his first season.
Yes.
And Mikel,
I'm not saying
Mikel still not beat him.
I'm not saying whether he's better or worse than Mikel. It was 2 draws.
Slot has never. This is the first Premier League team Slot is coaching.
This is the first time he's beaten us.
And Mikel has still not beaten him. And he has won the Premier League over Mikel.
Yes, my point is this is his first time beating Arsenal.
Still.
It was 2 draws last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he won the league.
Again, I'm not saying
in the first season. He's a better coach. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying whether he's better or not. I'm saying the point is that he's not way ahead of Mikel. Not way ahead.
Not way, but he's a class ahead.
If you take the 3 games,
class ahead for sure.
Take the 3 games we've played them, the 2 last year and today's game. Even though they won today's game, Slot will be feeling like, man, he escaped with 2 draws and a win. I mean, Arsenal today, if Mikel had, I like the word you used today when you sent me a text, said, we weren't brave enough, right?
No, we're not brave at all.
And interestingly, it wasn't even the team.
We're not brave at all.
It was Mikel that wasn't brave.
Yeah, he wasn't brave at all.
Because you got to go in there and trust. I mean, look at how the way he played Rice in that first half. Rice was playing in between our center backs, right? In that role, if you have Rice different that low, you don't need to have 2 other holding in front of him.
No.
Right? So if you knew you were going to do that, that's a more reason why you should have played Nwaneri or started Eze. I get the Eze one. I told you Eze wouldn't start, and I understand that. But when I did a poll on our channel, right, of I gave 3 options of what front 3 should start or whatever, right? I had Nwaneri playing almost in every of those options. I thought he would play for sure. I mean, this is the reason we discussed it. Why we give him a new deal, right? To play, and
then you're bringing Max Dowman on over him. Why? Because you're trying to win the penalty. Anyway, I think this is a good time to go into the ratings.
Okay,
I'm going to start because I'm pissed. Raya. I mean. He did what he could do. There was nothing he could do with that free kick.
Yeah, there was no he didn't make any saves. I remember.
Yeah, there was nothing, but he was standing too much to the left.
Which is what but we had a 3-man wall, which is weird.
6 for Raya.
Okay, all right.
I'm not nice today. Timber, he looked solid. He looked, comfortable, lively. I'll give him a 7. Saliba did not play, so he's out. Gabriel, I mean, we kept Liverpool quiet for the most part.
Very quiet.
So I'll give him a 6. Calafiori really actually impressed me today. He shot Salah down. Even though he's not quick, but
who's not quick?
Calafiori.
Oh, okay. He's not quick, but he's not slow.
But he's smart.
Very smart.
So I'll give him a 7. He did very well. Saka. Zubimendi 6. He kept the ball ticking. He kept it in control. Rice has not been impressive so far this season. I don't know if it's the role that Arteta has him playing or not. So Rice is a 6-2 for me. Madueke looked pretty. We were not crying that we didn't have Saka.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's credit to Madueke. I'll give him a 7 for that. Merino, he came there to do a job. He did the job. 6. Martinelli, as far as I'm concerned, is not good enough to start for Arsenal.
I agree.
His ball IQ is very low. He's lost a lot of confidence. He doesn't even take players on anymore. I'll give Martinelli a 3.
Okay.
Gyökeres, he didn't get a lot of service,
right?
But he kept Van Dijk and Kanute. He kept them honest.
Occupied, yeah.
He kept them honest. When they hit their beds today, they will know that they actually went and earned their money at their job, at their office today.
Right.
So I'll give him a 6.
Okay.
Mosquera looked solid when he came in.
Really solid.
We were not panicking that we had lost Saliba. So credit to him for that. I'll give him a 6. Eze, he looked lively, but
very lively.
That's his first game for us.
Yep.
It's a tough game. Anfield away. So I'll give him a 6. Ødegaard, I'll give him a 6. Ødegaard has been very disappointing all season. The injury, he didn't have a lot of influence in the game.
Right, fair enough.
So a 6. Max Dowman is a young kid. He came on 89th minute or 83rd minute to try and win us a penalty. He's a kid. Just for him coming on Anfield, 15 years, and I'll give him a 7.
Okay.
Now, Mikel Arteta gets a 2 from me. He got the selection wrong.
Yeah.
He made his substitutions too late. He was, I'm sorry to use the word, he was a sissy today. He was scared. He wasn't brave. He gave Liverpool too much respect.
As you pointed out, so they are the champions.
Yeah, but if you're trying to unseat the champion, you go to their house and give them a bloody nose.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Even if they had won that game, but we were leading the game and they go crazy the last 10 minutes and win the game, it's different. But we didn't have them against the ropes.
No.
We just controlled the game.
Yes.
And that is not good enough for me.
Fair enough.
So 2 for Mikel Arteta. Okay. That's my rating for the game.
Harsh in some cases, but pretty accurate, right? Because here's the thing, right? And my ratings are pretty similar, but in different kind of ways, right? I think that credit has to be given to where credit is deserved, right? Like, yes, Mikel was very conservative, right? And went into the game trying to either play for a draw or snatch a 1-0 to the Arsenal kind of game. That was a plan. You could see it from the get-go, right? You could see it from the picking of Merino in the midfield. You could see it in even going Martinelli, right, to hit him. But the bottom line is that had he been braver, been more progressive, we would have probably won that game or walked out with a point, right?
Correct.
So that being said, right, Raya didn't have a save to make. I don't remember him making a save in that game. So I give him a 7 for just being there, right? I give our entire back line 7s because, dude, Liverpool I'll tell you a player right now that I know you forgot played that game on Liverpool's team.
Oh, Gakpo?
Yes.
Well.
Didn't see him do anything. Salah had a few moments, but nothing.
Oh, well, Gakpo just signed a new contract. Maybe he partied too much last night.
Either way, right? And you say he was there, but he didn't do. You said that we didn't put him against the ropes.
No, we didn't.
They didn't put us. They didn't even put us to the corner.
I wasn't expecting them to put us.
But they're the ones that are home.
I know. Still, we have.
Okay, here's the thing. Had the game been a 0-0, or had we won 1-0, do you know what those fans would be saying now, Liverpool fans?
What?
The exact same thing you're saying. We were not brave enough. We were not aggressive enough.
Yeah, but in case anybody is still doubting, we have one of the best defense in Europe.
Yes.
Period.
100%.
You don't score Arsenal more than 2 goals in a game.
Yeah.
Even one at most. So I wasn't expecting them to put us against Europe.
I thought they would put us under pressure. No. I mean, Man U put us under more pressure than Liverpool did.
That was the first game of the season.
My point exactly, right? I'm saying, like, I wasn't expecting it to be like the most pressure.
Yeah.
But I thought we'll get some pressure because they're only missing one player in Frimpong.
Yeah.
So I thought that they would be willing to be like, what?
And his replacement was man of the match and
only because he scored
and shut down Martinelli.
I mean, calling it a shutdown is very generous, right? Man didn't even try anything. It's like saying, I'm going to rob that house, but you never robbed that house and you want credit for that. Like, you never even got to the freaking stadium, in that respect. Okay, so I thought to be Mendy and get a 7. Played really well, had one mistake with the foul. I think he gave away the foul for the free kick, maybe. Or was it Martinelli? One of them did, right? So I give him a 7. He played well. They didn't do anything wrong. I thought the first half, Rice played really well. I like him in that deeper role. I keep saying it.
Yeah.
But interestingly, what I will say, and the commentators didn't say, no one mentioned it. To me, Rice looked like he was nursing an injury.
It's possible.
Every time I saw him walking, and this is just me being overanalyzing things. Every time I saw him like walking to those corners or walking, he seemed like he was a little bit hobbled.
It's possible.
And I mean, he does it all the time, playing with injury. He played with injections the whole of like 2 seasons ago, right? Mm-hmm. But my point is, he didn't seem 100%, but he still played well. So I'll give him a 6, but could have been a 7 easily. Marino, I'll give him a 6. It could have been a 5. He didn't do anything wrong, but he didn't do anything great either. Mm-hmm. But like I said, he did what he was supposed to do in the game. He was a midfielder. He locked it down in the midfield, But to ask him to play 10, I mean, I don't know. I've never described him as a Swiss Army knife, the way I describe like Trossard. Yeah. I mean, he can play striker, but man, you're gonna add 10 to his resume too, Mikael. Come on, why we're lucky he can play striker.
Why didn't he play Trossard there? Why didn't he play Waneri there? Why didn't he play
start Eze if he had to? And my point, if Ødegaard is good enough for the bench with a shoulder injury, not any leg injury, then it's good enough to start. And then pull him off later. True. Is the way I see it. So, and when he came, I mean, those kind of injuries, right? Any kind of arm, shoulder injuries, I'm thinking you can start the game, and then come off when after all the running you've done is now sore, But should have started Ødegaard. I mean, he's your captain. Throw him in there. If he sucks, then you can revert back to your walk down the midfield. Yeah. Anyways, but Marina, I give him a 5 actually, not even a 6. Martinelli, man. I was a huge fan of that kid, and I still am. I just think that we've outgrown him as a player.
Yes.
Not to sell him, but outgrown to the point where I see him now
impact player,
being like a Reece Nelson almost.
Impact player.
You're going to just be there forever.
Yeah.
We're going to sell him, but always have him available. I would rather have him on the bench than not have him on the bench.
No, right? If Martinelli does not, if he does not get anything close to what he was 2 seasons ago, I'm selling Martinelli this summer.
I'm not
because I can get
some good money.
I can get at least 30 million. If I can get 30 million from Martinelli, I'm selling him.
Yeah, I think
there are better players out there that can play that role.
That is for sure.
And do better.
Yeah, Madueke impressed me tremendously.
I agree.
I mean, it's very obvious.
He won a lot of Arsenal fans over
Yes,
today.
It's very obvious he is a right winger.
Yes.
That left thing.
No.
We're done with that.
Eze can play.
Exactly, Eze played like he did today. He impressed me. I mean, Kirkes is one of the best one-on-one defenders in the league. Yeah. So I'm not surprised that Kirkes was able to recover. Yeah. But he had him on skates a few times.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And he played well. I give him a 7. Gyökeres, again, lack of service, man. Yeah. I feel like he's unlucky. In the Man U game, we just were terrible. In the Leeds game, he got some service, and you can see what he did with it. Then now he didn't have a service creator in Saka or Ødegaard. So I feel sorry for him in that respect. But he was pretty isolated. A 5 is harsh, but maybe I'll get up it to a 6 when I edit this pod. But I give him a 5 on paper. But he didn't do anything wrong. He tried his best. I mean, Van Dijk is the best defender in the league, so you can't really knock him on that. Subs-wise, Mosquera, super impressive. Again, wasn't put under a ton of pressure, but filled in very well. forgot for a second that Saliba got injured, which is troubling.
Very good.
It's troubling.
Yeah,
Mikel came out and said that he had his ankle twisted during the warm-ups initially.
Who?
Saliba.
No, I was going to say,
and then right when the game started, he couldn't keep playing.
I was going to say that Saliba started that game with an injury.
Yeah, Mikel came out and said that.
Yeah, and because the way the whole thing happened, I was like, okay, this is precautionary.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, in another version, I think Mikel literally said he had his ankle twisted during the warm-ups. We asked him if he wanted to play, if he can play. He said yes, and we're okay. Let us know how it goes.
Yeah,
and the minute he went down, there was no question. They already had Mosquera up and moving, right?
Ready to go.
So Mosquera played really well again against a really tough Liverpool team on paper. Anyway, they didn't put enough pressure on him, but he played well, moved the ball well. He's obviously a very shrewd Wenger-esque signing, in my opinion. You know, and Eze came on, looked very lively, right? He's not fully acclimated yet.
No.
Not fully, ready. I mean, he's fit. He's fit, but he's not integrated to the team yet.
He's not match fit.
Right when he came, he's match fit. He played every game. But the minute he came on, they scored. That changed everything. Yes. You know? Had he come on to the luxury of us still being 0-0 it would have been different.
Correct.
So I gave him a 6 off the bench. It was really good. Dalma, I didn't give a rating at all. He didn't play. He didn't do enough in the game. And Ødegaard, again, you give Mikel a 2. I'm giving him like a 3, right, for the selection. But I'm giving him a -1 down to a 2, like you said, because when he made those subs, forget about how late.
Did we just agree on something?
Yes, we agreed on Mikel's rating.
Oh, hey, write this date down.
Right? It wasn't just because of how late the subs were. It was that if you were going to bring on an Eze and an Ødegaard at the same time, you must know that would destabilize your team briefly. Because they're both attacking players.
I think if we don't win the league this season, we're not going to fire Mikel. We're going to demote him to a defensive coach and we'll go get a manager.
Yeah.
Because I think I see him as a defensive coach.
But here's the thing. Interestingly, right, and sorry to digress here, I think a lot of, before this summer, right, all these stats were floating around on the internet about how Arsenal has bought the most defenders and midfielders and not many attackers, right? So you can say, if you look at it objectively, you can say up until this season, he hasn't had the attacking player that he really needs, right? Yeah. So he has them now. I expect our conservative methods to go away. I suspect if he played the way he did today because of the injuries and respect to Liverpool, too much respect, he should have realized quickly that he could have won that.
Let me ask you this question. If we play the way we played today against City, do you think we're going to win that game?
Interestingly, I'll tell you what, right?
We're not going to win that game.
No, hold on. City, obviously, is not the same City as before.
No, it's obvious.
Right?
They lost to Brighton.
So I think if we play the exact same way, it would just be a draw.
Exactly. But
we wouldn't beat them all.
We're not going to win the game.
This game, because they didn't put the team to win.
Yeah.
The team was picked out to get a result.
Not to go and get demoralized.
Exactly. In
Anfield.
But that being said, ratings aside, right? I just feel like injuries are becoming a problem. Hopefully Saliba is not long.
It's becoming a problem.
Yeah, 3 of our key players.
But that speaks volumes to the summer we've had so far.
Yes, that we have the players
because normally by now, if this had happened 2 seasons ago, would have written off our season.
Yes.
No, we're not winning the league.
Absolutely. And this early Liverpool game, people are always saying this title is gone. Gone. Liverpool haven't looked like the best team in the league at all yet. But they have won every game. So credit to them. But the injuries are a concern. Ødegaard is back, great. Saka has said a couple of weeks, so he should be fine. Yeah, so hopefully Saliba doesn't require.
He's not going to make the Man City game, but he'll be back right after that. The Saliba will be fine. I think he'll make the Man City game.
Well, maybe
it's just his ankle sprain.
Yeah, but again, I'm not disheartened. I just know that if we had actually tried, we would have won the game. That's more frustrating than anything else.
Okay, so let's talk about transfer.
Yes. The best window ever. Ever. 100%.
Then we got Nkape.
So that signing right there, right?
It's amazing.
People don't know how good the kid is, first of all.
Oh, I've seen him play.
He's really good.
Oh, yeah.
And he's a backup
to Gabriel. Yeah.
Which is nuts.
Yeah. Then Calafiori.
That's the level
Yeah.
we're putting it now.
No, we have to.
We're spending 50 million. I mean, he's on loan, but it's a guaranteed option to buy.
Yeah, if he plays well.
Yeah, so it's like we're buying $40-50 million pound players to be backups.
That's what big club.
We're moving differently this year.
Yes, we're moving like a big club.
We are.
And there's still rumors out there that we're still going to sign an attacking player.
That would be an overkill.
That would be crazy.
And in many ways,
but it makes sense.
The only reason I would do it is because of Liverpool getting Issa.
Yes,
I would then decide to go one more level.
Yeah,
but I don't know who
because we don't know when Havertz is coming back.
Yeah.
So if anything happens to Gyökeres now, we're back to square one. We're back to last season. Merino up front.
Well, and Jesus is back in training.
Oh, that guy.
I still like Jesus. He's serviceable. He's like a Martinelli, right?
True.
I want to have him on the bench and not.
Yes. Yes.
So, if we sign another player on deadline day tomorrow, I would lose my mind because that would be kind of crazy.
Okay.
But I mean,
well, it's been the
Berta. Berta.
No, it's Don Berta.
Don Berta, right? That's his name. Don Berta, whatever, right?
The Italiano.
He looked and said, you know what? Who's better? Sapia, whatever his name. Hincapie, right?
Or
Kiwior. He's like, who's better? Kiwior, goodbye.
Yeah, Hincapie all day.
So like, just straight to the point.
It was Hincapie and what's his name? What's the other guy's name in Leverkusen that won Top Soba?
Oh yeah,
those are the two center backs.
Yeah, no. He's a baller. He's left-footed. Can play left back. Can play center back.
Quick.
He's quick. He's a great player. And I hate to invoke FIFA, into this, but his rating is super. His potential is super high in FIFA.
I'll go check it out.
Like super high. Like 88 is crazy. Anyways, his potential that is. So great move.
Great window.
The best window we've had.
Disappointing result.
Yeah, it's the best window we've had, I think, in the Kroenke era.
Absolutely.
Obviously, maybe ever. It's just buying your first options across the board.
You see, it's like I'm still telling. I was telling my wife the other day. Mm-hmm. I think I'm sleeping. Wake me up, because it's like any player that we say, oh, Arsenal should get this player. They go and buy him.
Exactly.
And we're like, what? This is unheard of. Arsenal before Arsenal will go like the polar opposite and go buy someone else.
Yep.
But they're buying the players the fans actually want.
Yep. Absolutely.
And that just puts enormous pressure on Mikel, because if he does not win anything,
they back you. The board is back to the hill.
Yeah, there's no excuse.
They're back to all the way. But yeah, either way, disappointing results. But I'm optimistic. I think we'll be fine. I got a little break here, right? I think the break now.
Yeah,
a break.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we'll come back. If we sign anybody, we might do a pod.
Update you.
We'll do a pod, but we'll release some shorts here and there as to what's going on. But ultimately,
keep Arsenal in your mind.
I do want to do a quick shout out to our apparently huge Indonesian fan base.
Oh yeah,
subscribe to the channel. Big ups! Thank you for your subscriptions.
This is for Indonesia. We love you.
Absolutely. And all our new subscribers, we appreciate it. Please
appreciate all of you.
Share, subscribe,
and keep the comments coming. We'll be sending out the what you would call it, the surveys.
Yes.
Whatever you think, gauge. Stay connected.
Stay connected. All right. And always keep Arsenal
on your mind.
All right.
Let's go.
Under floodlights, the fans align. In red and white, they always shine. With every pass, it feels divine. Arsenal's on my mind. From hybrid days to Emirates grand, each match a symphony perfectly planned. With every goal we take our stand, Arsenal's on my mind. Oh Arsenal, you never fail. Through rain and sun, our steadfast sail.